Hi, everybody. Back here on Sports Locker Sunday. Time now to talk to a face that we all know when it comes to racing, especially back there in Indianapolis. Four-time Indy 500 champion, Hélio Castroneves. one of my all-time favorites whenever I'm talking about the 500 Open Wheel Racing IndyCar Series.
He says that's where he's right.
No, I do not. One of the reasons why you're my favorite, one, just how much you love the sport and that you have such appreciation for the fans. And I've been covering you for a long time.
I know, right?
I've been at Wish TV almost 25 years. This guy's getting ready for his 26th season of IndyCar.
Crazy.
Unbelievable, man.
Well,
awesome.
I guess when we love what we do, right, it becomes actually not a work. It's great to go to work when you do that, when you have that kind of a feeling and environment, when you surround yourself by great people, which, by the way, that's what we should always do. And because results start coming. So can't wait, to be honest. Everything in 2023 seems to go in the right direction. You know, just won the Rolex Daytona 24-hour, which is fantastic for Maya Shank Racing. And now that big championship, we're always looking for it. And also Indy 500, which is you can't expect that he's going to disappoint it again. It's going to be another great year.
Well, I know it never gets old for you, but when you think about what you've accomplished in your career, we talked about those 4 wins in Indianapolis, which is unbelievable. The drive for 5 this year, we'll talk more about that. But not only that, over 50 poles you've had in your career, over 30 wins in the IndyCar Series. When you reflect about that, what comes to your mind? I mean, I know there's a lot of gratitude, right?
Yeah, no, it's a young kid when I was in Brazil, basically dreaming about it, become a race car driver, being successful, and every accomplished those little bit of those dreams come true. And again, when you go to a series like IndyCar, it's becoming a family, right? I know there is a lot of competitors that might not like you, but I don't. At this point, I don't have any regret because even those mistakes that I made, it was a lesson for me to don't do it again and guide me to the right spot. So this is becoming a family. Indianapolis becoming probably a second home for me, and which is fantastic. And we keep it going.
When I think of you, and I know everyone else out there, we think about the Indianapolis 500. You won 4. No one's ever won 5. 5 of the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500. That being said, how much do you think about that after what happened last May, and you focus in this year trying to get number 5?
I'm going to be with Kane, you know, like, hey, I'm going to the Indy 500. But hey, I don't care. As long as we have a car, we're competitive, and we feel we can win, we're going to do it. Last year, we learned so much. We had a great setup. The car, we were able to come from 27th to finish 7th. And not many cars crash. We have to pass each one of them, which show that we have that. But the speed compared to some of the other guys were a little bit tough. However, we feel that we work off season, and we can't wait for this year.
Yeah, the drive for 5, though. What would that mean to you? And I know it's time. You got some time here, but I'm sure that goes in your mind, though, as you get set for this year, that how special that would be to try to get number 5.
Look, we're talking about something that nobody ever did, right? And every time you put in that situation, it is incredible. It is what a great opportunity for myself, but it's special for the history of the place and the fans. And, yeah, I love to give that to everyone.
All right, we'll see what happens there. All the best to you. Of course, you got some time to gear up for that. I know you're focusing on that first race of the season, and you got St. Petersburg, a place you're very familiar with. You've been there so many times. What is unique about that place and that track there on that road course?
You know, it's the first race of the season, as you mentioned. Everybody's exciting. Everybody's fresh, and not only talking about the drivers, but mechanics, the teams, and the sponsors, and then everyone. So when you go into a place like St. Pete, the vibe is so awesome. And yes, I won many times there. We know the route, what we need to do. And this year, we're looking forward to repeat the same thing we did in the past.
All right, before we get you out of here, back to the 500. I know it's dear to your heart. What is so unique about and so special when you drive in an IMS and just being there for the entire month of May?
Look, what I love most about it is when the fans come over and say what my dad used to bring me over here, or my grandfather used to bring me over here.
Yeah,
you can't reproduce that in any other place, and that's why it's so incredible. Because now, as you mentioned, 25 years going to 26, I have fans that comes like, hey, look at the picture. I was this tall, and I was like, don't show me that. But anyway, it's fun because I'm able to give them what they gave me, which is a positive energy.
Hélio will definitely have a ton of support out at IMS again this May.